Hello everyone, it's Julie from Camelia Crafts Designs. Welcome and welcome back. I'm here today with a one sheet project. You can make this from a 12x12 sheet, a letter sized sheet, that's really hard to say, or an A4 sheet. just one sheet. So yeah, this is what I've made. Oh, he's falling out. Oh, you're an eager boy, Jack, aren't you? Yeah, it's got a little belly band up front, and inside I've popped a Tim Holtz paper doll because it were hanging about, yeah. I've called him Jack because his dog's a Jack Russell. We've got a little postcard. These are all Tim Holtz Ephemera. I've used Timmy's papers, and that's the little belly band. Open it up, and inside we've got a little notepad, and I've made it so you can flip the front of the pad up, and you've got a pocket there. We've got a little belly band type tuck there, a pocket there, a pocket there with a couple of bits of ephemera in. I've decorated that little pocket, one pocket there, and another pocket there with a couple of bits in. Yeah, so let's crack on and I'll show you how I made it. I'll put these bits back for I lose them. And the eagle-eyed amongst you may have noticed I've already cut this bit of paper. I tried to cleverly piece it back together, you know, so I don't have to drag my trimmer out. But I kept moving it. So you'll see, I'll show you straight away how you can make this with those three different sizes of paper. Right, I've started with a 12x12, and from the 12x12 you can make the booklet, that notepad, that journal card, and your belly band. If you're making it from letter size or A4, you'll need to use anything else you've got hanging about to make those three, but you can still make the little wallet. So the first cut we're going to make is decide what you want to have showing up front. The easiest way is to have whatever's in that top right hand corner. That is going to be your front page, so I've just gone with that. So my first cut was to cut 3.5 inches off the bottom. Did I? Yeah, 3.5 inches off bottom. So that then measures 8.5 inches. Then I'm going to cut 1 inch off an edge. So that measures 11 inches. Yeah. So I'm left with these two pieces. These are the pieces you're going to have to get other things from your stash to use. But if you like me and you like Timmy papers, you've got plenty of Timmy scraps you can use. Or if you're making this from anything else, just use anything you want. You don't have to use the same papers. I've been lucky to have had quite a few Timmy pads in Happy Mail and bought for me, which I'm really grateful for because I do love them. Right, next we're going to do some scoring. So I'll grab my scoreboard. I'll put those to one side for now. We'll keep you there, mate, so we can see. Keep an eye on Jack. Make sure him and his dog don't try running off again. And let's get the scoreboard out. Make sure you can see it top. Yeah. So I'm going to pop it in my scoreboard, landscape ways, pattern the correct way up, and I'm going to score it at, the first score is going to be 3 inches. I then like to, I'll do my next score first. My next score is 7 inches. Make sure you get that on 7, woman, because you've been making messes with this. I've got little bits of paper for things I make often as markers. And I just tried filming this once and it went horribly wrong. And I was just so confused. I just stopped filming and started again. But I'll show you my mistake. Right, I'm just going to score that again. Apparently the paper is less likely to crease if you score both sides, so I'm giving that a whirl. Now I'm going to turn it to the right, so then I'm going to score along the bottom at 3 inches. So we'll do that. I'll score the other side, and then I'm going to score back that side again. Yep, so we score 3 and 7 on the long side and 3 from the bottom on the short side, and that's the scoring done. Now I've got a couple of cuts to make. Right, we need to cut out, turn it over. We need to cut out that bottom right square because that's going to become one of our pockets. Yeah, I can see better on this side to cut it. Same bottom right. If you look at it the front way, it's your bottom left square, yeah? It's your bottom left. Silly woman, telling you the wrong thing. Oh, I hope I can see this in electric light. It's got a bit dark now. Yeah, I've done it. Now I'm cutting on the side of the score line closest to the piece I'm keeping. I hope you get what I mean by that. I really can't see that. I'll ink it again. Sometimes like that, if you can't see your score lines, if you just ink along it, it's much easier to see where it is. Yeah, crafting in daylight is much easier. Mark, I don't know if you can hear Nala, she's having a scratch on a box. She's got one of those scratching boxes, she loves it. Whee. So that's that piece gone. The next thing we need to do is this centerpiece here. We need to cut out the crease because I'll show you for why. That's going to fold up and become pockets, and when we try and fold that over, it just don't behave, does it? Because there's too much bulk here in this corner bit, the centre bit should I say. So I'm going to cut up either side of the score line. I'm wobbly when I'm not resting. Oh no. Wibble wobble jelly on a plate. There we go. So I lied. There is some waste. There's a teensy tiny little bit of waste. Now, I'm going to throw this in bin. I'm not going to dig my sin in an hole and say because you can't use it for out. Because I'm sure somebody will find a use for a piece of paper that small. Now, if you're wondering what I'm doing now, I don't just pull that off. I like to snip across with my scissors because I find that bit there is less likely to tear when you've snipped it rather than just yanked at it. Yes, I can see the bird's upside down. That's not phasing me. It's really not, because I'm going to stick a pocket over his face. Poor birdie. Right. So can you see it starting to come together now like a little folio? We're going to fold that piece in. Yeah. We're nearly there now, look. We're nearly there. And I quite like what we're left with up front. Right, one more fold and cut. This back piece, I'll ink that crease so you can see it. I want to fold that across the corner and then cut it off. So just to this side of the crease, I'm going to fold it down, make it straight with your edge. I'm really only folding it so I can see where to cut, to be quite honest. And I'm only inking those lines so that you can see where I'm cutting. Actually, you can probably see them when I can't. Might have better eyeballs than I've got. So that is now our first pocket. That is going to be a second pocket. And when we pop that bit on there, that is going to be our third pocket. Yes, this is upside down. I'm not really bothered that it's upside down. If it bothers you too much, glue something over it, yeah? Like the bird's face. When I've put that pocket on there, it looks like a beak, and you've no idea what way up that beak is, have you? So, yeah. I mean, you could actually put that pocket there, but then you've got that one upside down, haven't you? Shut up waffling, woman. Shut up waffling. It's not going to bother him. It doesn't bother you. So why would it bother them? Right, I'm now going to ink every edge on these pieces and on the base. So I'm just going to pause while I do that because it's like watching paint dry. And I'm back. We're all inked now. Oh, one more thing just to mention. You don't have to do your inside pockets like me. You could, yeah, you could pop that there or there or there or there. There's a lot of there. Do you know what I mean? You can mix it up. You could put that there. Yeah. Do you know what I might do actually? I might put that there. But I just like the look of those. I just like the matchiness of it. So yeah, shut up waffling, crack on with gluing. So I'm grabbing my art glitter glue. I've lost my glue dangle. so I'm having to get a little bit of a poke. Just get that out when I use it. That pin's too thick. Oh, I've got a pin here with a bead on end. We'll use that as a makeshift glue dangle. I've used that before. Right, now gluing. If you want to bone fold, do it. I've not bone folded, have I? It's not always necessary when you've made good creases. That'll do. Right, that bit there, I did put a little bit of glue along that bottom just to make it a little bit more sturdy. You don't have to do this one, but you can, especially if you're going to sew all the way around edge. You won't need to. Yeah, you could come in and sew this. Right, then I'm going to put glue up there and up there on this one. Whee. Oh, I'm getting quite good at these thin beads. I was very wobbly when I did my prototype. So that's that. But you'll notice that I did also ink that crease. Then it's inked between there and you don't see a bright blue strip, a bright blue strip. Is there any glue that's gone a bit wayward? Now we're going to glue that one, just same as we did last one. Whee. Yeah, again, you use whatever glue you like. I like this because it don't make paper wobbly and it just sticks really well. Really, really well. You can always find all the glues I use on my Amazon storefront. For you people in the US and other countries, you can go on the Amazon.com, which it says US peeps. And yeah, you'll see the ones that are available to you. I've had a few people ask me recently about a type of glue I use called Collal, C-O-L-L-A-L. Apparently it's only available in the UK and some European countries. It's not available in the US. Don't know why. Just don't know why. There's a lot of things I don't know. Right, that's those glued on. So I'm going to come and glue these pockets. So that's going to go there. So I'm going to glue top, side and bottom. I always hold the side that's going to be my opening if I need to glue 3 sides, just to make sure I don't glue it wrong place. But if you glue it wrong place, you're going to stick it on. You'll have to stick it on sideways or upside down and then just cover it up with something else. Because wrong, cover it up. There is no wrong, only different. Right. That goes there. I really like how this one came together. I'm getting my mojo back with this kind of thing. I've been a bit woo for a while. Right, and I'm gonna glue along those 2 sides. Ooh. Maybe if you'd put that on desk, woman. Went a bit mad with the amount of glue you put on as well. Just lift that up and run my fingers along to make sure it's all in the right place. Feel it straight. So that's that. Now, if you were using your 8.5 by 11 sheet, that's what you'd end up with. Job done. And you'd have to use scraps for the next bit. Right, so the next bit I'm going to do is put a belly band on. So if you're looking for a scrap to make a belly band, you want a piece that is... Oh, there's fireworks going off. My cat is not liking. Anyway, that's 8.5 inches long and it's 1 inch wide. The belly band that's going to make is here. It's going to go from the front and wrap around. So to be honest, you could make it a smidgen longer. Not 1/4 of an inch, not 1/8 of an inch, just a smidgen longer. Because what I did is I folded that. You could cut it, but I like the fact that it's folded and done in one piece. And then that comes up there to be the belly band. Now can you see it falls a teeny bit short of that, but I bet you never noticed on this first one, did you? Yeah, look, it's a teeny bit short. You can hardly tell. You can hardly tell. Now when I've got that folded where I want it, I'm just going to crease it. So I want a nice sharp crease. It's a smidgen short up there again, but don't really matter. And then decide how far along you want it on the front. I didn't aim for the middle, I put it slightly over to the right on purpose, because that makes it further along this pocket. So I'm thinking I might pop it there so you can just see that bird cage, and that makes it a little bit further over to the right on here, but I quite like that. So ink it up. I'm not going to pause because I'm only inking one thing. That's that. Now the little bit at the top of the paper where they never rip out of the pads properly, these Timmy papers, is now covered up with ink. Again, if you've got eagle eyes, you would have spotted it, there were a little bit of white all the way along top. That's now gone. Never to be seen again. Now, another thing with these, if you're mass making them, you can mix and match your papers. That'd be a good idea. I think I might mass make some. I mean, mass make, even if you're making two, you can mix and match your papers, can't you? Right. Now this, I'm just going to put a little glue along the top. And I'm going to stick that there. We decided about there, didn't we? Showing that leaf. It was slightly bit down from top. Then I'm going to fold it. If you want to be a complete perfectionist, get your ruler out and measure it. I'm a bit over there at the minute, as I keep saying. That looks straight enough to me. Straightish. That's what we aim for lately, straightish. Let's have a look. That looks good. So now I'm going to put a little bit of glue there. Am I off bottom at camera doing that? Probably. That's better. Whee. Now, if you're worried that you could end up sticking your whole pocket together, just grab a bit of paper, woman. Grab a bit of paper. I'm just going to put some paper in there. If I can get it in, go on. Just so that if any glue comes over, it don't go sticking my inside cover to that pocket. So that's that. So that's our little tuck spot. Right? That's that. So if that's all you're doing and you don't want to make a notepad, you're done. Fill it with ephemera. Job's a good one. See you next Tuesday. I don't know why I said that. See you next Wednesday even. Right, now we're left with this bit. And with this bit, I'm going to make a notepad and a journal card. So I'll get the notepad and journal card out of the other one. Right, now I think you can see what I did. Yeah? I cut that strip of paper. And I cut that one 5 inches high. And it left me with that. That's the only reason I've got a deep flap on my notepad, because that's what I was left with after I cut this to 5 inches so that it would fit in my pocket nicely. I'm just going to check it where 5 inches. I might be telling you wrong here. I might be telling fibs. No, I'm not. It's 5 inches. So I'm going to grab my little chopper, and it just happens to be that I'm going to be left with a journal card with a birdie on. So I'm going to cut my 5 inches off that end. And that could not have been more perfect. And I did not plan that. So that's my journal card. It's perfect. Doesn't need decorating. Job's a good one. I'm going to grab my corner rounder in. If you don't find corners quite as offensive as I do, you don't really need to round your corners at this point. But yeah, if you watch me for a while, you know I'm just not keen on sharp corners. So I'm using the medium size, which I believe is 1/4 of an inch rounded. That's my journal card. Cute. Put that one back where it lives. Now this, I'm going to round these corners. Might as well do it now, aren't I? No time like present, as they say. I wish I had a pound for every time this bit of string's got wrapped around me while I'm working. I tied that round the folio just to see what it looked like. So if you want a closure on this, just tie a bit of string, bit of ribbon, bit of seam binding round it. Now I'm going to decide what I want as my top that's coming over the top flap. Do I want that bit with bird cage, or do I want that bit? I don't really think it matters. I seem to like that bit best though. So I'm going to grab my little scoreboard, and I just want to score this at 5 inches from the bottom. Oh, I don't know where my scoring tool's gone. I'll use this paintbrush. 5 inches from the bottom. There you go. It's left a bit of blue on it. Does it matter? Not really. Here it is. Proper scoring tool. I'll use me. That just shows you don't need all this fancy equipment when you can do it with a paintbrush. Make sure it's not blue though. I suggest a wooden one. Or people use butter knives and all sorts. So that then is going to be my little notebook. So let's decorate this together. All there's left to do on this now is decorating, isn't there? So again, I'll let you watch me do this bit of inking. And when I came to put paper in this, I just so happened to have some bits of paper at right size. It were like, it's like this little book were meant to be, isn't it? So that's that. And I'm going to also ink that bit, because you're going to see it around edge of paper. I mean, I could have made the book smaller, I could have made bigger paper, but I quite liked that in the end. Now, this is not a notebook where you can replace the papers without any hassle, because look, I've stapled them in. Stand up, will you? Just stand up. Stop being awkward. Shall we ink the journal card while we're at it? Yeah, just a quick ink. I really like that. Could not have made that work out better, could I? Put lid on your ink. Sorted. Right, I'm going to grab my bits of paper. I'll tell you the measurements of this. Get your ruler, woman. It's 3.5 inches wide and 5 inches tall. And I just happened, I always have my scrap papers ready to go. And these just happened to be 4 inches by 3. So I just grabbed a selection. Might put a few more in this than that last one. I don't want to make it too thick, or your little folio will not want to close then, will it? Got one with a curly corner. Oh, I like that one. Oh, I might put that on front page with that grungy bottom. I like it. Got to love a grungy bottom, haven't you? Right. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 6. I'm just going to shuffle them a bit, and I'm a happy bunny. I think I want that hole at the bottom as well, because it looks good. Yeah, I like my grungy one at bottom. Yeah, liking that look. So next thing I do is shuffle them, not shuffle them, just tap them so that all my top edges are straight, because they're then going to get stapled into that book. There we go. Now before I staple them, I'm just going to put a teeny tiny bit of glue there. You could glue all your pages together a teeny tiny little bit if you don't want them to go moving, but I'm happy just gluing the top one me. Once I've glued the top one, it didn't stick. Oh my word, it didn't stick. There's using a tiny bit of glue, and then there's just not using enough glue, isn't there? Put a bit more glue on this time, woman. A bit more glue. There you go. I just want these to be nice and straight in the middle. That's all. There we go. Straight enough. Hold it a tiny bit longer this time. In fact, have a sip of your tea. Oh, that was lovely. Wet my whistle. There you go. It's glued this time. So now, when I come to staple them, as long as the ones behind are tucked in, the job's going to be a good one. And I'm going to use my fancy stapler. Now, I've seen a lot of people, when they want to staple things that are too long for the staplers, you just bend it over like so, which you can. But I went and got this fancy stapler. We're about £5 off Amazon. And it does the same job as a long arm stapler without taking all that blinking room up. Right. I have to work out. I really do have to work out how to use it. Here we go. I stapled back to front, didn't I? That's it. I stapled back to front. So I'm going to staple there. And I'm going to staple there. Yeah. Now, the horrible sides that staple are there, but we're going to cover them up. We're going to decorate them with something. Then just twist that back and it's a normal stapler again. That is so good. And there we have notebook. Now I'm going to grab my Timmy bits out. We're going to do some decorating. Like I say, if you don't want to see the decorating, that's all we're doing now. And I'm just grabbing some bits and bobs. I found one long sticker to put there on that one, but I don't think I'm going to be so lucky at this time. Well, you never know. Don't be negative, woman. Don't be negative. You could be lucky. Well, I'm going to put them to that side, out of the way, hoping we're not going to get any glare. This is the spot where I get glare, so you might get a bit on my box. Can you tell I don't like filming an electric light, but it's got to be done. I think that's too big. It's too big. I don't take all day deciding. I'm a bit... Once I find one that'll do, I'm like, that'll do. I quite like that. I wish I had two of them, but I don't. Oh, I've got a label there. That's not Timmy stuff, but I like it. That's just a random label I've chopped sometime or other, and it's ended up in there. I don't even know if it was Timmy paper. I'm going to pop that on. Yeah, I am. And I'm going to grab another tab, because I like that. I've always got random tabs in here, cut from Timmy stuff. No, I don't want that shape. That shape's not doing it for me. Have I got one like Timmy papers? I maybe haven't. So I just need one that I like the look of. That's a smaller one, but... Is it? Oh no, we use that size. I'm going to go for that one then. Oh, that one's same, already bent. That'll do me. Right, put you away. Oh, I hope I didn't glare at you with that. I'm going to ink that. Inky, inky. Parlez-vous. And I'm going to stick my label on first. Then I don't end up... It's a tab and a label. Do I know what I'm talking about? Tabs are labels, labels are tabs. And I'm going to put it in the same place because it looks good. It's not like the same person's going to have both of these, or they're not going to go in the same project. There we go. And then I just found a teeny tiny little label to put on that. I'm just going to pour some of these teeny tiny labels on the desk because I want to get rid of that glariness. We'll scoop them in later. Oh, I could have a little round label on this one. That looks cute. Oh, but then so does that. They're all cute, Julie. Don't get dramatic about it. There's just too much cuteness in a bag, isn't there? Again, you can find all these all the time on my Amazon storefront. The link is in the description box under the video. It's always there. Stop searching, woman. You pick one, use it. Picked it, use it. It's have to be red because the other one had a red one. It's so easy to get into that mindset, into, oh, I've got to get something that's exactly the same. I used to do it when I watched videos. I don't watch so many videos now. I don't have time. I've had a bit of a binge watch this morning of a channel, Meet the Shreds. I hope I've said your name right. I listened to you say it and I'm not sure. Angela. She's in the USA. Yeah, I've done a bit of binge watching. She's done some gorgeous tags. And I've done a craft room tour with her. Yeah, and I've done some vintage thrift hauls. Yeah, I've had her out all day. So... yeah, that I'm going to pop on there. I like it to cover my staples this time. I mean, if you want to just punch holes and tie some string through, you can. I just wanted to use staples for a change. I'm putting glue all over because I don't want the staples to then try and pop my label off. I like that. That's good. But then I need another label on there. I don't know which one yet. I don't want that one now. I want a landscape label. I think I might like that one and something else at the side of it. Ooh, what about a flower? What about that there and that there? Yeah, that's the one. Just ink them edges a bit. And that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I can procrastinate and second guess myself like everybody. I have to constantly remind myself, don't do it. I like that. I've got leaves on the front, we can have flowers on the inside. I mean, last one had people and butterflies, didn't it? People and butterflies. I just like that overlapping the label slightly. I'm a happy bunny with that one. I like it. I don't think I need anything else on it. So that's that done. Different but same but different. That's a bit like saying yeah but no but yeah but no but, isn't it? Right. Grab your folio, missus. Let's put these in. So that's my birdie card. Oh, one quick tip here. I'm just going to put my bone folder in. Just do this lightly. It will just, yeah, just up to where you've glued. It'll make your pocket easier to get things in. I mean, I didn't want to put the semicircles in. I didn't think it would look good. It would spoil all these straight lines, wouldn't it? It would. And then it's, look how much easier things go in, especially this. That might be still a bit tight. I mind to put a bit much glue on and it's spread out a little bit too far. If you find that's a problem, just take a sliver off that. Take a sliver off. We're going to fit. It's a very tight fit, but it is a fit. We're going to call that a fit. There you go. Once it's been in and out a few times, it'll fit a bit better. There we go. Oh, I like that. I just love how you flip that up then and you see all them other pockets. Now, the other pockets, I just stick out in them, me. This is not a long job deciding what to print pockets. I love all my Timmy bits. Sometimes it's like, oh, I don't want to use that one because it's too nice. I want to keep it. These ones are a bit shiny. Oh, that's a Timmy journal card. That's not even a Timmy one. That's a Project Life card. Some of these might not even be Timmy ones. Oh, I do like that, but it's too tall. I hope I'm not I am glaring at you, aren't I, with these? That's one that's not shiny. That's not shiny. Unshiny. Yeah, let's get quite... Oh, we've got another bingo ticket there. I like that that matches the book. Another bingo ticket. Oh, we've got the bird's nest and eggs card. Right. So, what fits where? I want something to go in there, and I'm thinking I might want that bingo card. Yeah, bingo seems to be the theme on this one, and I'm going to put that one there. Can you see now that covers up my upside down cage, and I'm really not bothered by it anymore. Now, some smaller ones for in here. I think that... I don't know if that... I didn't know if that were just a scrap of card anyway. I'm going to pop that in there. What we're going to pop under the... That's too bright white for this. It just does not go. It don't look good. I like that. Put it right way up though. Yeah, I like that in there. Then I'm just going to do a little bit of decorating on here. Oh, I like that little clock. I like that says 2 and 6. I think I want another flower on there or a butterfly. I like that. Just play around with them until you're happy. I think I quite like that postcard sideways, yeah. That's already been inked from a project it never got on some point in past. So don't even need to ink that one. So that's going there. Ink the postcard. That's why I love these little Timmy bits. They just they go everywhere with everything. And then I'm going to put my little 2 and 6 there. Yeah, I like that. And we want another little collage of bits and bobs down here as well. I don't know whether that shows up enough. That's too yellow. Oh, let's have that one. Yeah. Sorry, clock, you've been bumped in favour of something else. That's too red. That's a better red. Too red. Who knew something could be too red? Oh, I like that one with a little ship on. It's not even a ship, it's a crown. My eyes are deceiving me now. Oh dear. Right, my next video while you're here is going to be a giveaway. I'm not going to make a big song and dance about it. But I've hit 20,000 subscribers. It's like, wow. So thank you very much, everyone. That's like, wow. I never even imagined I could get to 20,000 subscribers when I started. It's just over 2 years. I started on 9th of September. And if you look on my YouTube, it says I've been going 8 years. That's when I opened the channel. I did a test video about 4 years later. And then I actually filmed my first proper video on the 9th. I put it up on the 9th of September 2020. So, wow. Oh, yeah. I like that. Alexa just made a bing bong. Not Gertrude. The Alexa on my tablet. Don't know why it were bing bonging. Bing bong.
Who was majorly creatively involved in of Bing Bong is Charles Brown.
Cheers, Gert. That's my fault. I said a proper name, didn't I? I said a given name. Oh, I like that. So, this is this one. Right, now one more thing I want to show you up front. I've gone and done it again. Right, let me get the other one. Where did it go? Where did it go? Right, I've got these little embellishments, and I decided to put one on after I put my belly band on. And it... yeah, you have to put brads through them to hold them on. That's how I made my belly band baggy, by trying to do it, and it just weren't working. So I'm going to use number 13. No one ever uses number 13. So I'm going to get 2 brads. I think I've lost most of these now. They were all tidy, these, when I opened them. Thank you so much, Pamela, for that little packet. Pamela sent me that. She got far too much stash, and she's kindly sent me some bits. Well, a lot of bits. Right, so I decided I needed to get a label to put this onto. Yeah, can you see? So I'm going to do exactly the same thing here. Oh, look at that one. That's actually... Oh, I'm going to use that. Why not? Why not, indeed? So I'm just going to put that where I want it. And then I grabbed a brightly coloured pen. I've got a purple fine liner. Oh, it's pink even. So that I knew where to put my holes on my ticket. Can you see? And then I just got my little... You can poke this through with a pokey tool. I just used this. Why did I use this? Because I don't know where a pokey tool is, do I? Don't know where it is. I've lost it. Could be anywhere. And where's number 13? Come in, number 13. I'll just ink the edges on that because it'll be easier before I go sticking bits. I think they are the enamel. Oh, they actually are metal. So pop that through. Then I'm going to pop my little brads through. They're like little screw tops. They're so cute. I like them. They're just adorable. And then, open them up. What am I going to open them up with? Where's my knife gone that I use for such matters? Oh, I'll use this one instead. You can get tools that do this. I'll stick with my knife for now. Eee. Sorry if you're glaring off this knife. Then I'm just going to press it flat. And there we have it. There it is on there. So then just going to twist them so that they're tucked in. Keep them tucked in. And then I'm going to glue this onto my belly band. I actually quite like the look of it on top of a ticket. I maybe would not have thought of putting it on top of a ticket. It's another one of them, yeah, necessity is the mother of all invention. Just put a bit more around Brad's. So then I'm going to stick that on there because I like the look of it. So there we have our little enamelled thing on. Yeah, you'll learn all sorts of these little tips on what to do if you forgot something, because I forget all sorts. There we go. Right, on this one I think I'm going to put the butterfly card inside. I like that. Ooh, look, that one's flowers, that one's flutterbys, and then I'm going to put a flower in the middle because I've got a butterfly in the middle at one with flower card, and I'm going to put, oh, that's a nice one. Ooh, I think that's supposed to go that way though. I've got a different flower. Let's get a flower that goes upwards ways with. I've got one in mind that I'm looking for. That's far too purple, if that's such a thing. I do love purple, but that one I'm thinking. Or there's a really nice one. I'll put some hold music on, elevator music. Oh, on hold forever to Sainsbury's the other day. And I did feel sorry for the lady I got through to, because I think she must have had that many people scream at her through the day that she were expecting another screamer, and I didn't scream. I was like, it's okay, I'm fine. I'm not always that chilled, mind you, when I have to ring someone. But there'd been some issue and deliveries had all got cancelled for that day, and I had to have my delivery day after. I'm going to go for that one because I can't find what I'm looking for, and I really could be here, well, Christmas and beyond, if I just keep looking for this one particular. Oh my word, I've got some more flowers in this other tub. I bet it's in here. I bet it's in here. That's that one of them that I had in mind. Oh, it's that one. Ecky thumps. I just thought that one would be perfect all in its little lonesome. It is. Look at it. I like it. Someone, I forgot who, got one of those on a tag in their Etsy order this week. I remember putting it in. Eee. I like that. I think that might be a bit busy behind though. I don't know. What do you think? Is that too busy? I really don't know. I'm just going to glue it on anyway because I can. I might end up swapping cards, you know. I might put the butterfly in there and the flowers behind the flower. You'll have to have another look at my thumbnail, see if I did that, because I don't know yet whether I'm going to do it. So it's another one of them you know more than me's. I like that. I hope I didn't put any glue where it didn't belong. Now, other thing I did is I just popped some little labels round and about the edge, just so they poked out, and I wanted to put one in particular in the top right hand corner because it helps strengthen that corner, and I'm going to use that green one because you know how I don't like sharp corners because I find them offensive. Yeah, well, this one's going to help protect that corner. They always seem to get bashed, so I'm going to put that just there. It will also make that corner a little bit stronger. Oh, I might put that one down there, or to the side, or up there sideways. I could do. Yeah, I'm going to put that there because I can. And you see, I keep the thing in that wants to go in the pocket while I'm deciding where to put stuff. But again, there's no right or wrong. It's whatever you think looks good. End of the day, you're pleasing yourself. Wee. Oh, that was that first weight day. If that were my first weight day, it's 7:30. I'd need doctor, wouldn't I? Yeah. And then I'm going to put another little one on the edge there. I don't want a really bright red one. Oh, I think I'll do the blue because then it goes with the blue on the inside. Yeah, that's my thinking behind that one. So again, I've used the same formula as this one really as to where to put stuff. It looked good once, so it's going to look good again. That applies to most. It doesn't apply to me. I look good once back in 80s. Oh dear. Right, sorted. Oh, I'm a quite happy bunny with that. I ain't got a person to stick in that one. I might find one before I take my photo, put thumbnail. I don't know. You might see this Saturday night. You might have to wait well Sunday. I don't know. Oh, and I'm going to put a map in. I quite like that. I'm an happy bunny. I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, that's lovely. There we go. So, one sheet wonder made from whatever size sheet you've got. Oh, I'll add that if you are making this from an A4 sheet, where to score still stands. You will just find that that last pocket is a little bit deeper. If I show you my prototype, ta-da! Was that it? Yeah, that's it. This is my prototype made from an A4 sheet. The only difference will be that piece is a little bit longer, yeah, because A4 is, or is it a bit shorter? A bit shorter, or a bit longer, I'm not sure which. Your pocket might be a bit higher. Whoa. I'm going to have to make another A4 one to see. Yeah, but yeah, it will work. Definitely for letter size, definitely for 12x12. I have done it after A4, but I couldn't tell you the measurements offhand. Just fold it and do it. Yeah, just do it. That's someone else's catchphrase. I'm going to get sued. I don't know. I best go and shut up because I've now gone well and truly into waffle mode. So thank you for watching. Thank you for everyone who's helped me to get to 20,000 subscribers. And I'll see you next time. Bye.